Hey, this is Tony, it's BT Media Group, and we're doing another Your Gear, Your Sound, and I'm here in Whitesburg, Kentucky at the Levitt Amp Concert Series with Brian Collins, newest member of Beck and the Starlight Revue. How you doing, Brian?
Doing good, Tony. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. You're a gearhead, and so I want to make sure we get you in so everybody can see what kind of tone you're rocking for Beck. How's it been with Beck so far?
Fantastic. They've treated me wonderfully.
Very cool. It's a good little Americana rock and roll band. And
soulful, funky, bluesy.
And it's kind of made you think about your tone, I'm sure, with the kind of songs that they're doing. But speaking of tone, let's just get right into it. What are you playing right here?
This is a Gretsch Electromatic Jet 6131T. Of course, T means the Bigsby. Cool thing about this guitar is it came with treble bleed built into the circuitry. So you don't lose any highs when you roll back.
Yeah.
You got two high-sensitive filtertrons wired to master volume, master tone, and bridge volume and neck volume. All these are connected to the treble lead circuit, so when you roll down, the highs stay intact.
Very cool. Is that kind of, would you call that your main axe for this gig?
This has been my main gig and axe. I also have a PRS. I have 3 Strats. I've got a Les Paul.
So
this guitar,
if the tone calls for it, you can bring something out and make it happen. We just sound checked, so I got to hear his sound, and I had to go, "Where's your amp?" Didn't I? Because it really sounded really cool.
Yeah.
So let's spin around here and get on the pedals. All right? Okay. What's your pedal board look like today?
Guitar is going into a Dunlop Volume XL. From there to a Polytune 2 Mini, which is probably my favorite tuner.
So the Polytune's awesome. I use one of those, and then from there it looks like a phaser.
The Phase 95 MXR. It's a 45 and a Phase 90 in a small.
I was wondering what the
package.
95. So it's a Phase 90 and a what?
It's a 2-stage Phase 45 and a 4-stage Phase 95.
Awesome.
Phase 90 in a small package. And it's got a toggle where you can switch between block and script logo on the side.
Very cool. And then you go into
an exotic DB preamp, which is the Andy Timmons signature preamp.
Very cool. Do you use that? Is that a lead kind of scenario?
Very low light gain.
Oh, okay.
Stuff, rhythm stuff.
Awesome.
And then goes over to a Moss Angry Driver, which is a blues driver that I use mainly for rhythm tones.
And an Angry Charlie.
And a JHS Angry Charlie, and I toggle between them with the pedal and use the red remote to switch it off and on.
Very cool. Very cool. So from that you go to
the exotic EP booster.
Wow.
To get the tape delay preamp thing.
Right.
Going into the Strymon El Capistan on the single head mode, because in mode A on single head mode with the EP in front, it gets very close to an authentic tape echo sound.
Probably one of the most popular ones out in the last 5 years.
Very, very close.
And then we jump into
the Strymon Flint.
Wow, Strymon guy.
That saves space on the board because I've got the reverb on there. I use the 70s plate reverb.
Oh yeah, it's a tremolo and a reverb, right?
In one box. And then I've got, the way I've got it set up is actually how a Fender amp would be set up. I've got the reverb going into the tremolo just like it would be on an amp.
Oh, I like that. Really think about it. And that's really cool if you want the sound of reverb and tremolo like a super reverb or deluxe, but you want it up front so you can really work with it.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So all that goes into
a Fender Deluxe Reverb 65 reissue. Been my workhorse. The speaker in there is changed out. It's a Jensen P12Q. The speaker in there gives me a little more of that extra mid-range.
Is that a higher wattage or a lower wattage? Or
it's actually, I think,
the same.
It's about the same.
Yeah.
It's what would come
just a different tone.
I think I haven't researched it that well, but it really gives it a pop that's not there with the stock Jensen speaker.
Well, you know, if I could say one thing about, I love the reissues, but change the speaker when you get one, and, you know, and you'll get that warmth.
Actually, I have another one at home, another 65 Deluxe, and I've got an Eminence Patriot in it.
Oh yeah,
so it sounds a little different than this one does when I run them in stereo.
Yeah.
I started to bring them both today, but I thought that'd be a bit much for this gig.
Cool. Well, very cool. Well, listen, everybody, thanks for checking us out. Ryan, I really appreciate it. We're getting ready to play some music here in just a few minutes.
And thanks
very
everybody
cool
for watching.
So this is BT Media Group, Your Gear, Your Sound. Brian Collins, check him out.